I placed a piece of carrot on my outstretched palm and offered it to the Appaloosa. He grabbed it and munched as I brushed. Several pieces of carrot later, and he was ready to go into his stall. I led him to it and offered him my shoulder as a rubbing post, a way of saying thank you. I gave him a last pat, stopped at the tack room to put his bridle away, and left. When I emerged from the barn, I found Diane standing at the hitching rail talking to a middle-aged man. The word long came to mind as I looked at him. He was tall, probably about 6'4", with arms dangling down his sides and Abraham Lincoln legs. Soft brown curls covered his head. Diane smiled at me. "Hi, Kelly. How was the ride?" "Fantastic. Thank you so much for letting me take Nezzy out." "Happy to do it. It's good for him to get the exercise." She turned to the gentleman next to her. "I'd like you to meet Tom Brodsky. Tom, this is Kelly Jackson, manager of Redwood Cove Bed and Breakfast." He thrust out his hand.
"Nice to meet you."
"Likewise," I said, and we shook. Diane looked at the clipboard in her hand.
"Tom is involved in planning for the Russian Heritage Festival that's taking place next weekend. We were finalizing plans for a Cossack riding team to stable their horses here during the event."
"Their horsemanship skills are legendary." I looked at Tom. "Will they be performing for the public?"
"Yes, the festival schedule is online if you're interested."
"I'll definitely make it a point to come and see them," I said.
"The entire event is a lot of fun," Tom said. "Our goals are to teach people about our Russian heritage as well as raise funds for educational scholarships. We'll have everything from rope making to basket weaving to candle rolling. It's all interactive. There are a multitude of singing and dancing groups as well."
"I'll look it up when I get back to the inn."
"I understand there's a new location this year,"
Diane said.
"I heard it'll be held outside of Redwood Cove instead of at Fort Nelson."
A frown creased Tom's forehead.
"Yeah, not my idea."
He sighed.
"It is what it is."
Diane lowered her clipboard.
"Everything looks complete in terms of the horses. We'll have everything ready when the Cossacks arrive, and I'll have the house trailer at the event field tomorrow."
"Thanks, Diane."
He turned to me.
"One of the organizers from San Francisco is bringing a setup crew and asked me to find accommodations for them. Diane kindly offered to let us use her trailer."
"That sounds like a good plan. They'll be on site," I said. Diane smiled at Tom.
"He's part of the Russian Heritage Committee. I was happy to help."
Tom looked at me.
"I'll be at your inn tomorrow for a committee meeting."
"I saw it listed on the calendar."
"I'd better be going," Tom said. "Nice to meet you, Miss Jackson."
"Please call me Kelly. I'll see you tomorrow." Tom walked off toward the parking lot. Diane turned to me.
"Glad you had fun, Kelly. I'm looking forward to when we can get in a ride together."
"Me too." We said our goodbyes, and I headed for my Jeep. I was going to meet Rudy and Ivan Doblinsky, two Russian brothers I'd met when I arrived in Redwood Cove. I'd encountered them my first day at the inn when Ivan's roar of, "It's murder and you know it," had made its way down the hall of Redwood Cove Bed and Breakfast and into my living quarters. That hadn't boded well for the first day of my new job, and I had headed out to find the source. That's when I met the Silver Sentinels, a crime-solving group of senior citizens, of which Rudy and Ivan were members. That was months ago. Today, I was on my way to see their fishing boat, Nadia. She'd come up in conversation a number of times, and I was looking forward to seeing her. I drove up the road toward the Marina located north of the town of Fort Peter. On my way there, I decided to take a short detour to see the bed and breakfast my boss, Michael Corrigan, had just purchased. He owned the company I worked for called Resorts International and was passionate about restoring historic properties. I stopped in front of a lovely but faded 3-story colonial-style home. Curly cues of gingerbread trim adorned the eaves, their paint peeling but still in place. It would be fun to come back after the restoration to see the grand lady as she once looked. I continued on to the marina, found a parking space and changed my cowboy boots for tennis shoes. I looked at my watch and saw I was early but decided to see if the brothers had already arrived. They had given me directions, but what was crystal clear to them had me a little confused. I walked in the general direction of where I thought I was supposed to go, aware of the slight smell of fish. I spied a man in baggy denim bib overalls wearing a